Okay, it's been weeks since I've grown every single mutation on plants in Roblox Grow a Garden. I kind of just wanted a break from the game, dude. I've been doing these videos for months now, and they take a long time, and like, I don't know, my head was hurting, okay? I needed some time away from it, so I've been doing 99 Nights in the Forest content because I enjoy the game, so go check out those videos if you haven't. But anyways, in this video, we do have the new Trinity fruit seed, which is the new best seed inside the seed shop in Grow a Garden, and we're going to be attempting to get every single mutation on this thing today, which will be a little bit more challenging only because we don't have sprays, so it's going to take a little bit longer to get the rainbow mutation on it. But at least over here we did get a bunch of mutations from AFKing the admin events and also some pets, so we can use our Spinos to get all this moved over, and that will make life a lot easier today. But anyways, without further ado, let's go ahead and get started with growing this Trinity fruit. I am going to go ahead and move this over here real quick because I don't want to accidentally pick it up, but this is going to be our shocked fruit that we actually use for the Raju, and he's going to eat that and give us static in a little bit. But before we do that, let's favorite that just so we don't pick him up. And let's go ahead and quickly place some sugar apple seeds over here. There we go. And then we're going to place our Trinity fruit right there. And then we're going to go ahead and hit the grow all button on my main account real quick. All right, there we go. And then with that, we're going to spawn in the apple gazelle, and we're going to spawn in our mandrakes. And then with the mandrakes, we're going to go ahead and place down an advanced sprinkler and grow some mandrake seeds over here to try and get the rot mutation done out of the way real quick. And we're also going to go ahead and use some toys here to boost these guys. There we go. All right, so they're boosted. We can go ahead and use our watering can now. Let's get rot done, hopefully. There we go. We have rot on a sugar apple, which is good. I don't know which sugar apple it's on, but it's on one of these. I almost got drenched on it. That'll be good. Hey, where's rot? It's right here. Okay, here's our rotted sugar apple. Let's go ahead and travel this over here just so we don't accidentally pick that up. And then let's go ahead and pick up the rest of these with our apple gazelle to try and get the warp mutation done. All right, let's go ahead and hit grow all again real quick and try to get that warp mutation done. I gotta hurry because we have 3 events going on that could be easy mutations on our new Trinity fruit here, and that could easily get us to rainbow. So like, I'm trying to hurry, but come on, we gotta get warp done at least. Okay, there we go. We got warped applied to a sugar apple. Which one? This one. All right, perfect. Warped is done. We go ahead and travel this over here, and we are good with these starting pets. Let's go ahead and put that in our Spino pile. My kid soon just visited and gave us chakra, so that's nice of him to do that. And let's go ahead and hurry and get this Trinity fruit to grow in a big one, or this Trinity plant to grow in a big one. Oh, that was the chakra Trinity, but that's fine. We can try to get Foxfire chakra anyways. So, all right, this is good. We're gonna go ahead and pick up these annoying little pets here with their loud mouths. All right, we're losing events, bro. We gotta hurry. Let's go ahead and get a Grandmaster Sprinkler down. Let's get a Master Sprinkler down, and then let's get an Advanced. We need Godly, and we need Basic. And then let's get those Mooncats spawned in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So when all those Mooncats sleep, we're gonna move this into a big pile of them, and then we're gonna hit the grow all button on my main account again, and then that should give us a pretty big Trinity fruit. And then hopefully we can get Moonlit and Frozen or chilled on our Trinity fruit real quick, so we have at least 2 mutations done. That'll help us out so we can get rainbow done quickly. I couldn't think for a second. My brain just farted all over the place. All right, let's see if we get a big pile of them to sleep somewhere together. Well, I guess right here might be the best bet. Let's go ahead and try it there and hit grow all and see what we get. Hello? Oh my gosh. Okay, I think we got a pretty big one because what is this? What is happening? Okay, and it's moonlit. So yeah, I think we're good to go. I think we got our Trinity fruit. This thing is humongous, dude. It's actually so gigantic. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and favorite it real quick and pick up these other ones that grew in next to it. We did get moonlit on it, which is perfect. That's one mutation out of the way. Let's go ahead and pick up all these mooncats, and then let's go ahead and oh, this gives the mirage mutation. Okay, that's interesting. That's a new one. I didn't know that was gonna be a thing. I didn't really look at the update log or anything. I just kind of went into this. So what I'm gonna go ahead and do is place this right over here. We're gonna throw a honey glaze sprinkler down on it. That way we can save some sprinklers, but we're gonna go ahead and throw this like right here, so we get honey glaze on a ton of stuff, including our Trinity fruit. And then these ones will have honey glaze on them, so we can just have the Spinos move them over later. Let's go ahead and pick up the Trinity fruit. We're gonna go ahead and just drop it like right here, and there we go. We now have 3 mutations on it, which is good. That's good progress. Now we can go ahead and apply the Cloud Touch spray to it for that 4th mutation, and then we're gonna go ahead and use our giant badger here for the final mutation and get cracked on it, and then we'll be good. So once we have cracked done, that'll be 5 mutations, and we can get rainbow completed. And that was actually a lot easier than I thought because we had events and stuff going on, so worked out. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and move this stuff back in my inventory now, and let's go ahead and get that butterfly ready just so he starts his cooldown with the queen bee as well, so the queen bee can cool it down even faster. All right, but anyways, while these guys are waiting for their cooldowns, we do have a lot of our pets done because we did get a lot of admin mutations, which is awesome, but we still have quite a lot to do here. So what I'm gonna go ahead and do is pick up this carrot here with the shock mutation on it. Unfavorite it because it has, oh, it does have the new Mirage mutation though. Well, that's nice, but we do need just a shocked. So I'm gonna go ahead and use my Ryzen here to start cooling down and to eat that. Wait, we have Safari Rain. It just gives you the wet mutation, it looks like, again, but it's just like a vibe. We're just vibing right now. What is this? Just someone's boogers? Bruh. Interesting. But anyways, Ryzen will eat this carrot, eat that shocked, and then apply static to pretty much everything, or a lot of things. I'm gonna go ahead and place some more carrots down just so we don't miss that. And then here's the badger with getting us cracked. So we got some on some carrots, and then we should get it on this big guy here. There we go. Perfect. You've done your job. Thank you, badger. Goodbye. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and throw one of these cracked carrots over there into the mix. All right, I'm gonna replant some of these, and that way the Ryzen can eat that and give us static, which would be nice, which he has a pretty short cooldown, so we can get that done in just a second. All right, so let's go ahead and start going down some of our other guaranteed pets now. We're just gonna go ahead and do the lemon lion so we can get the brain rot mutation done. Let's go ahead and spawn in a phoenix so we can get flaming out of the way. Spawn in our cockatrice to get toxic out of the way. And I guess we'll go ahead and spawn in, who should we spawn in next? I don't want anything with a long cooldown because then our butterfly will just target that. I mean, our queen bee will target that, bro. Sorry, my brain is not working. I didn't really sleep. All right, so I guess we will do, we can get the ghostly dark spriggan out of the way because this dude will give us the necrotic mutation, or possibly the necrotic mutation, but usually just get blight. So we'll get that guy out of the way, and then we don't actually need to do our peach wasp today because we did get plasma during the admin events, so that'll be nice to not have to worry about that. I guess we'll go ahead and throw our golden goose down. Yeah, let's get the fortune egg out of the way. All right, let's go ahead and wait for these pets to do their mutations. We'll be back in just a minute. Okay, a ton of stuff just happened. We just got a nocturnal mutation and something else. I don't know what's going on, bro. The Trinity fruit apparently can apply the nocturnal mutation, it said, or something like that. We got nocturnal, and a second ago it just applied, I thought it applied something else that wasn't nocturnal. I thought it applied like this mirage, so it can apply different mutations. Bro, there's so many mutations on this game, my head hurts. Random safari mutation, so there's multiple safari mutations, and this will just throw something random. So that's 2 random safari mutations. We're gonna have to get mirage again, but yeah, every 5 minutes we're gonna get something, so we should have plenty of mutations. But I guess mirage is one, and then nocturnal is one. So yeah, they added a lot of mutations again in this update. There's so many mutations in this game, bro. My head actually is just going to explode. All right, so we have some pets that are about to finish, and then we're gonna swap out with some other pets after these guys are done. So let's go ahead and yeah, let them do their magic. So lemon lion will give us brain rot, hopefully on something that we need it on, not the main plant. Okay, perfect. It's on a carrot over there, so brain rot is done. I'm gonna go ahead and pick up the lemon lion and swap him out with our swan. And next up we have the phoenix and the Raiju going to apply their mutations, and then we also have a little bit of longer wait actually for the cockatrice and the dark spriggan, but we'll get theirs done in just a second. All right, phoenix is going to give us flaming now, and he did it directly to our Trinity plant, but we got it on all this stuff over here, so that works for me. Let's go ahead and pick up our phoenix, and then let's go ahead and reboost this Raiju. So the Raiju should only target this carrot. Everything else should be favorited. Should be favorited, please. He's shooting out static. We're good. I'm gonna go ahead and unfavorite this Trinity plant so the butterfly can target it. And wow, we're getting so much is happening. Okay, yeah, we got ghostly, fall, ton of stuff. But anyways, the main thing that we needed there was static, which we got, so we are good with that. We have it on some carrots over here, so I'm gonna go ahead and move this static carrot to the mix. Actually, I think we already have some over here. Did we get static already applied? Excuse me. You know what? I don't know. I'm just gonna move this carrot over here, bro. There's too much in the piles. There's so many mutations, dude. My head is just going to explode. I can't think. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and pick up the Raiju. He's good. Oh, hello, Earthquake. Thank you for shaking my screen. Cockatrice, give me toxic, please. Let's get this done. Okay, we got it on a ton of stuff, but he also applied it to our Trinity fruit. Like, we're literally getting mutations done on this thing, but they're all about to become rainbow, so it doesn't really matter. But anyways, thank you, Cockatrice. Goodbye. All right, so we have these 3 pets next. We're still waiting on the queen bee to cool down the butterfly. I'm gonna go ahead and boost the queen bee now. That should be enough. Yep, goes down to 4 minutes. I'll speed it up a little bit. And in the meantime, let's go ahead and spawn in our Mizuchi here for the Azure mutation. We're gonna spawn in our Ghost Bear, which I believe gives us, what, the spooky mutation, right? Yeah, spooky mutation, so we'll get that done. But that's 14 minutes, so that's okay. It's still right underneath the butterfly, so that'll work. And then I don't know how long the rhino is the rhino gonna be too long? No, he's right under the butterfly as well, so that should work. This guy should give us the mirage mutation, which actually, do we even need that? Because this plant just spits it out anyways. Our dark spriggan just gave us blight on a ton of stuff, including those over there, so that's good. We could still get necrotic, but I think I'll try and just AFK necrotic so we can get our other pets done. Let's go ahead and pick up our ghostly dark spriggan, and then let's go ahead and throw in our giraffe, which I don't even know if we need our giraffe because I think this plant will just give us everything we need. Arid mutation. All right, let me see what this plant gives. Oh, thank you for graceful swan. Okay, let's go ahead and pick that up and move that to the pile over here. All right, so we can go ahead and pick up our swan then. I'm gonna boost the Mizuchi to get Azure hopefully faster. Golden goose is almost done and queen bee is almost done. Let me just look at what the mutations this thing gives. Okay, we got our golden egg done. We did not get Azure done yet, but at least golden egg is out of the way. Oh yeah, okay, so we can get arid and we can get Mirage. Okay, so we really don't even need the giraffe or the rhino. I spent a lot of Robux trying to get those guys, not knowing the Trinity fruit just applies those mutations. So goodbye rhino and goodbye giraffe. Thanks for your service. All right, so our butterfly should go ahead and target this. Yes, it is. And we're gonna go ahead and get rainbow done now. All right, Trinity fruit is now rainbow and we have all the other stuff in progress. So that is good. Let's go ahead and pick up the butterfly, pick up our queen bee, and then we have our ghost bear still working and our Mizuchi and our golden goose is done. So let's go ahead and figure out what else we need. I'm gonna go ahead and favorite this real quick. And let's see what else guaranteed mutations we'll need done here. I think we're gonna mostly just need the Spriggan to get done so we get Bloom out of the way. So let's go ahead and get him started. And then did we ever get sandy or ceramic? Because that's something that I'll need as well from the jackalopes. I don't think we ever got that. All right, yeah, I don't think we ever got sandy done. So let me go ahead and throw in some jackalopes then. And we have 2 more slots. I'll go ahead and get our chicken zombies set up here because we do need to get zombified done. And then I think that's probably about it for our definite mutation pets because we got a lot of the other ones while we were AFKing. So after that, we should be ready almost for our AFK setup already. And then we can do that and get this thing maxed out. We're going to have the most mutations we've ever had because of the last couple updates adding so many. So this Trinity fruit is about to be insanely expensive. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and boost these jackalopes. Let's see if we get sandy done. Oh, perfect. First try. All right, so sandy's out of the way. Let's go ahead and pick up the rest of them then. All right, Spriggan's good. Let's go ahead then and max out our chicken zombie collection here to get zombified done. And then I think we'll be pretty much ready to go for the AFK setup. Oops, I did not mean to do that. All right, our Rainbow Mizuchi just applied Azure to one of our carrots. I don't know exactly which one. Let me take a quick look in here. I mean, we have like a million carrots, but all I know is it's somewhere in this mix of carrots. Somewhere. All right, here it is. It's on this big one right here. So Azure is on that one. So our Mizuchi is done. And I actually just realized that, let me go ahead and pick this guy up, that we did not get our Corrupt Kitsune done. So we're going to go ahead and get this guy done to get Corrupt Chakra, since we did get regular Chakra already on one of our carrots or sugar apples back there. So we're going to go ahead and get this guy done. And then this actually should be the remaining pets that we need for our AFK setup, only because we had so many of them get done while I was actually AFKing the admin event. So yeah, I think that's good. And then we'll just need to get ready for our actual AFK setup. So I'm gonna go through my inventory, make sure we got everything ready, and we're gonna let these pets finish up and give us Corrupt Chakra, Zombified, and also Bloom and Spooky, and then we should be good. This thing is about to be actually insane, dude. Like we're probably gonna have over, I think, 60 or 70 mutations. There's so many on this game. When I started making these videos, there was like hardly 20, I think. Maybe not even 20 yet, maybe like 15. So this thing is going to be insane, like actually. Anyways, we're gonna go ahead and let these pets finish up their jobs here, and we'll be back in a minute to get ready for our AFK setup. All right, Ghost Bear is going to give us the Spooky mutation now. Let's see what he applies it to. You want the Trinity fruit, buddy? Okay, he applied it to a Trinity fruit, so that works. Thank you for that. Ghost Bear is done. I guess I'll go ahead and throw in my gnome for now. Besides that, I think the only pre-AFK pet that I still need is the Woody dog pet, but I don't actually have that. So I got to do some trading real quick while I wait for these guys to finish up and get the Woody pet. I'm gonna go ahead and look in the Discord real quick, try to trade for this thing, and I will add that into the mix while I keep an eye out for these pets getting done. Our Spriggan has about 11 minutes. Our chicken zombies have about 12 to 15. Our Corrupt Kitsune has 15, and then our gnome is just thrown in there, so we'll see what he does for us. All right, so some of our pets are about to do their thing here, so I'm gonna go ahead and boost them to just help them out. So let's go ahead and boost the gnome. Let's see if we get gnome done. Okay, that failed. I kind of figured that would fail. Let's go ahead and boost the Spriggan here to get Bloom out of the way. There we go. We got 2 carrots with Bloom. We go ahead and pick up our Spriggan, and I'm going to pick one of those up and just move this one over here. And then let's go ahead and boost these chicken zombies and see if we can get zombified. Let's do the first one. Failed. Second one. Failed. Let's try this one. Failed. And we have 2 more. I'm just going to boost both of them. Failed. Last guy.
Nope.
They all failed. That's actually crazy. Usually we have at least one of them, but they didn't like me. But at least, okay, I did some trading. We got a Nightmare Woody pet. So this dude is also, whoever owned it, got it to level 100. They got it there quick. So I don't know. Maybe they just used level up lollipops. That's good deal, I guess, for this trade. So, I mean, a level 100 Nightmare Woody is pretty awesome. Anyways, yeah, we have about 6 minutes and we'll get the leashed mutation. And that'll be an easy one to grab here because it's already kind of fast, 6 minutes, and it's guaranteed mutation. So we'll get that done. We have to wait now for the chicken zombies again, but that's fine. And then we'll get hopefully Corrupt Chakra done now. And then hopefully Gnome can get done. And then once all these guys are done, we'll be ready for our AFK setup. And today we actually don't need to use our lobsters because we did get Meteoric and Molten. I believe both of them. And we don't need these Kappas. We have a Bloodlit one. We don't need Disco Bees. We have that. So we pretty much just need... We also don't need our Peach Wasp or anything like that. We mostly just need our Spaghetti Sloth, Tranquil, and Corrupt Scarlet. And what else? I think that honestly might be it. We could probably just start with our Spinos right after that. I mean, Pterodactyl's done. Space Squirrel's done. Grizzly Bear's done. Like, all these guys we got done AFKing because we got so many admin mutations. Oh, I guess besides that, we just need our Junk Bot to get oil. And then we also do need our Griffin to get Cyclonic. So that's still 5 pets AFK with. Oh, and we just got Corrupt Chakra done on sugar apples and carrots and stuff. So that's perfect. We can go ahead and pick up our Corrupt Kitsune then. And yeah, we just gotta wait for these guys. We'll throw in the Spaghetti Sauce to get started since we need a lot of those mutations. We need like 4 from this dude. So that will get that started. So let's go ahead and wait for these chicken zombies to give us zombified. Let's wait for Woody. Can I boost Woody? Yes, I can. To give us leashed. And then we just got to get gnomed, hopefully done. And Spaghetti. We can honestly probably start AFKing now, but I do want to get the chicken zombies done. So when I AFK, I can get Spinos and max those out with chinchillas and get this going a little bit faster. All right, I was just double checking real quick to make sure I had all my AFK pets getting ready. And we did get leashed applied to one of our sugar apples over here. There it is right there, boys. All right, so there is leash done. So our Woody pet is already done. We can go ahead and pick him up to get him out of the way. And we are good. I guess while I wait for these chicken zombies, I might as well take my luck. Take a shot at some luck here with the Griffin to see if we get Cyclonic. And if we can get the Gnome done and we can get Cyclonic done, that'd be really good. Because then we can have 2 extra slots for Spinos or a Chinchilla, and that will really help getting everything moved over to the Trinity fruit and take less time because we have to wait hours because we have so many mutations. All right, I literally went AFK for a second, and as soon as I got back, we actually got Gnomed applied. And did I ever move a Corrupt Chakra carrot over there? I don't know if I did. I think I did, but we still have this one. I guess an extra one doesn't hurt. But anyways, we just got Gnome applied to one of these carrots over here. I don't know exactly which one it is, but one of these over here does have the Gnome mutation now, or maybe it's not even one of these. Oh, there it is. There we go. So Gnomed is done, which is another AFK mutation done early. So I go ahead and pick up the Gnome. Let's go ahead and boost the Griffin and see if we get Cyclonic done. We did not get Cyclonic done, but that's fine. We can use him during our AFK session. So I'm gonna go ahead and boost these chicken zombies again. Let's see if we can actually get zombified done this time. All right, first one failed again. Failed. And there we go. Applied to a carrot. Perfect. All right, so we can go ahead and pick up our chicken zombies now. And let's go ahead and move this zombified carrot over here. Where did it go? Hold on a second. I don't know what just happened. I think I'm tripping, or I accidentally just picked it up. Hold on. Okay, I think I'm actually dyslexic or just blind because it literally said chicken zombie failed applying zombified, and I thought it said it applied it to a carrot. Bro, I think I'm just so tired that I can't actually focus. So I have to respawn all of my chicken zombies now and wait again because I am dumb. I don't know why I thought it said it was done. I have no idea what I'm doing. All right, well, we're gonna go ahead and wait for these guys again because I don't know what I was thinking, and hopefully this time we actually get it done and then we can do our AFK setup. Honestly, I could just do my AFK setup now because we did get some of the other pets done. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do that because this is hurting my brain. So I'm gonna go ahead and leave one chicken zombie here. Let's go ahead and pick up the other chicken zombies. So besides that, we just need to spawn in this Tranquil Scarlet for the Tranquil mutation, this Corrupted Scarlet for the Corrupt mutation, and then this Junk Bot for oil. And we can go ahead and AFK with all of these pets and let them do their work and give us those mutations. And in the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and spawn in 2 Spinos to start getting mutations moved over, but I'm actually going to go ahead and pick up all these carrots just so they're out of the way. And hopefully this doesn't really affect my Griffin, which it might, but hopefully my Griffin can still hit us with Cyclonic. Actually, you know what? I think we did get Cyclonic already because we have Storm Charge over here. So I think actually I'm tripping again, and my Griffin actually did it while I was AFK the first time. We got Cyclonic done. So I'm going to go ahead and pick up the Griffin then, and that'll give us even more space for our other pets. Oh, and look at that. We have an eclipse starting, so we can get eclipse done. So I'm gonna go ahead and unfavorite all of these now over here. So my spinos will be ready to chomp down and eat these. All right, so I think we're good now. I think everything is unfavorited that needs to be unfavorited. This is favorited, so everything will get moved to this Trinity fruit. So let's go ahead and get these spinos started. So I'm gonna go ahead and throw in my 2 Mega Spinosauruses and 1 Chinchilla for now, and that should help give us some mutations moved over quickly, and then the Chinchilla will start helping us triple either these pets effects or our spinos to get stuff moved over faster, and we'll get everything moved over to this Trinity fruit. We should have a maxed out Trinity fruit and make some pretty good money. So we're gonna go ahead and let the AFK setup begin and come back in a little bit when everything's done and we're ready to see the value of this Trinity fruit. All right, so after hours of AFK, you can see our Trinity fruit is ready. We got all of our AFK mutations done and all of the other mutations moved over to this thing, and it actually looks insane. My eyes hurt looking at this. But if we actually go close up to it right here and we unfavorite it, you can see we have all of these mutations, which actually totals up to 53 mutations. However, if we separate some of these, like Cosmic would have 54, Storm Charge would bring us up to about, I want to say 57, Infernal would bring us up to 60, Frozen 61, Corrosive 62, Abyssal 63, Spaghetti 65, Gloom 66, Harmonized Chakra 67, and Ceramic would bring us up to about, I want to say 69 mutations. So this Trinity fruit has about 69 mutations on it, and if we get Amber with our Raptors in just a second here, we can have 70 mutations on our Trinity fruit, which is actually insane. There's so many I can hardly see them. The text is so tiny. Anyways, so without further ado, let's go ahead and grab our magnifying glass and see how much this thing is actually worth, and then see if we can get Amber on it and see how much the value bumps up if we do get Amber on it. So let's go ahead and without further ado, check the value of this Trinity fruit in 3, 2, 1. All right, so this Trinity fruit is literally worth 4.8 trillion, which is one of the best fruits, or actually I think the best fruit that we ever have gotten on Grow a Garden so far. 4.8 trillion is a lot of money, and with all these mutations in this size, that is some pretty good money. And honestly, I'm happy with that value. But let's see if we can bump it up maybe to 5 trillion by possibly getting Amber added to this thing. So I'm gonna go ahead and spawn in my Raptors now. All right, so we have all of our Raptors spawned in and boosted. So let's go ahead and pick this thing up and see if we can get Amber, get 70 mutations. All right, we surprisingly did not get Amber, but if we got those 70 mutations on it, we probably could have got this thing up to 5 trillion. But yeah, this Trinity fruit is massive and worth a lot of money and can definitely make you pretty rich in Roblox Grow a Garden. So yeah, this is probably one of my favorite fruits so far because of how many mutations it gives you, how cool it looks, and just how pricey it is when you sell it. So yeah, they actually really cooked with the Trinity fruit. But let me know in the comments down below what you guys think. Is this fruit worth it in your opinion? Are you going to be trying to get the Trinity fruit? And if you enjoyed this video, drop a like, subscribe, and I'll be making some more videos soon. See you guys in the next one.